Yo, welcome back, y'all. This is another of the episodes of the. Are you ready?
Do I got headphones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, welcome back, y'all. It's another episode of Too Much Talk, the podcast.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. So, anyways, man, sorry, my bad. It's another welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Too Much Talk, the podcast.
Indubitably.
From the soil to the stream. We're working it out, guys. We are. We're working it out. We're working it out. But yo, man, we got some hot shit to talk about today, man. You know, Kanye West, aka Yeezy, aka Yee, Yay. I can't figure it out. Mighty, what's going on with you, my guy?
Man, not too much. Just trying to figure this out. Trying to get everything situated. See what it is with this Yay talk. Yeah, you know, Kanye, he's what he is in more than one way.
Are you gonna address the elephant in the room though? First off, just get right into it. He's out here, black coat KKK style.
Yeah, nah, straight up. Is it a fashion statement though? Like, is he taking fashion to the next level? He's challenging ideas. He's challenging the minds. He's saying, look at this. I'm gonna take what you got and profit it off of it, and I'm gonna take what we our pain that we display, but you profit off of it, and now I'm gonna take your pain that you've inflicted on us and then profit off of it.
So you don't see no problem with that though?
I mean, I don't really see no problem with what he's doing. You know, honestly, I mean, the problem is offending people. Is that enough to cancel him again?
I mean, Kanye been out there many times before, man, saying the most reckless of the most reckless stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't been canceled yet. I mean, at this point, is he trying to get canceled? Can he be canceled? Is he cancelable?
Yeah, the thing about him being canceled now is they did cancel him. He got canceled many a times when he lost all them brand deals. He lost Yeezy. They took his line and just said, all right, yeah, we have it. We have it now, and we're going to sell it. And we're going to mimic everything you do pretty much and profit off of it. So what he's saying now is, okay, y'all took everything. Y'all stripped everything away from me. Okay, y'all took away my billionaire status. I got it back off the strength, off the muscle, off the me.
Spent that money on his own commercial too.
Yeah, so now here, look at this. See this? And guess what? I can sell this too. And people will buy it and stand behind it. Is it offensive? Yeah, it's offensive to a lot of people, but it's the pain. So it's just like the music, you know. Talk about killing people all day and you profiting off of that. Somebody else is propagating the profit off of it all the way, but you profiting off of it too. I just killed a whole bunch of people. Whoop. You feel me? So yeah, that's offensive to the people you killed and their families, I guess. You feel me? So yeah, as far as this KKK thing goes, yeah, that's offensive to quote unquote black people off top, and that's offensive to who else? Some other people too might be very offended by that, but more so than black people because it's tied into history of America.
Okay, so check. We good on that. We good with him in the wearing what he wearing, doing what he doing. What about what he said about Playboy Cardi? I mean, what about that? I mean, is that influence? Is it exploitation? I mean, he putting the girl in the song. What how you feeling?
I mean, just based off of the interview and what he was talking about and how them tweets went, as far as how he was saying that, yeah, Playboy Cardi, you getting at my daughter. You feel me? Why ain't you holler at me? Why am I not on your album? You feel me? You can holler at my daughter, but you can't holler at me. Nah, there is a chain of command, especially when you deal with children. For sure, you definitely got to make sure everything is good with the parent first and foremost. Man, the mother though was the I guess binding agreement that this will be okay with parental guidance. That is her parent as well.
Yeah.
But
Kim,
but his relationship ain't with Kim. His relationship is with Ye.
Right.
You feel me? So that's kind of where he draw the line, especially on some man shit for surely. And that's the daughter. That's a girl too. That's definitely with a girl. Oh nah, with a girl you got to take extra steps of precaution. You know what I mean? Especially and then the boy too for surely. You know.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy when I kind of heard it because I was trying to understand it, and then I don't know. I thought Playboy Cardi was a little boy too or something, but I guess he a grown dude. You know, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that's all about. On another note, you know, they got the everybody out here talking about that Ye was ahead of his time with the whole little fashion design, the clothing, Yeezys, his style, the way he, you know, that post-apocalyptic Book of Eli style shit. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people like Prada and, you know, Dior. A lot of companies, you know, fashion companies really kind of took on that edgy kind of post-apocalyptic type of style. You know what I mean? What do you think? You think Ye was on to something ahead of the time with both the clothes and the shoes? Or, I mean...
Yeah, most definitely. Always. He's a influencer. You know what I mean? He's the influencer's influence. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He is the innovator. You know, he is the creator. He is the what do you say, the Willy Wonka or the Walt Disney. That's why he would say all that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm the creator of this. You know what I mean?
He did say that.
In comparison to them, but now he's saying I'm Ye, I'm him. He's saying he's a god. You know what I mean? It. So did he? Yeah, and a lot of these people are just taking his ideas and running with them because they know the attachment to the brand that he had, as far as Yeezy goes, is already taken by that company. Right. And he did that on purpose. Okay, yeah. I'm showing you. He went out there and went to the fire. You know what I mean? And everybody was like, you crazy, you crazy, you crazy. But all these ideas is still being used and still being profited off of by somebody else. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, he's definitely way far at 10 years, at least I would say. You know?
Yeah, you know, he spent, I forgot how much they say he spent for that commercial, but they say he made it back, I think 4 or 5 times. It's a crazy amount for a 15, 20-second commercial. But moving on, they say that Kanye is not making good music anymore. Are we looking for a Ye album or a Ye album? Are we still waiting for that, or are we just listening to what he has to say or his antics? Like, what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? Because I feel personally, when it comes to Kanye personally, no matter what he says and no matter what he does, he's always going to have that platform where it's going to be heard, period. So what he talks about and what we disagree or agree to, you know, really hear from his mouth or check out, whether it be his antics with Bianca or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like he is in control and he's living a life that most people can't live. So we would never understand how to live like that.
And in control, not to cut you off, in control of what exactly? In control of his own narrative, in control of his own actions, in control of his own mind, in control of his own destiny?
To the even not just that, but to the point to where he's even paying the artists like Ty Dolla $ign, you know, the exponential amount of money that he's paying them just to say fuck you, or excuse me, F you to some of those people who tried to betray him or go behind his back, as he said in, you know, that interview with Academics. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that, you know, he called, you know, you know what he said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was going in on him. He was going in. You anything you could think of, he said it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But from John Legend to Jay-Z to all these people that have put him, or he's put on in a situation, I mean, in a different level of music spiritually, energy wise, you know what I mean? Because that's a real thing that he brings to the table, that energy and what he brings musically. It's addictive, you know what I mean? It's like a hit, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Some of that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? So what is it that he's doing wrong by just living his life, pushing his narrative to the way, being in control of his life the way he wants to?
I wouldn't say anything's wrong with that. I see how it's going to be perceived by people. It's going to be perceived as hateful, as wrong, as arrogant, as too much for them to really take on because they don't live that life. Just as far as in general, you know, and then it's offensive, it's outlandish, it's slanderous, it's all of these things all in one. But how is he really affecting anybody? All he's affecting, honestly, is culture. And then in the grand scheme of things, this is all entertainment. He's affecting entertainment culture. And that's the thing, even more so than anything, that we got to realize with all this, even with Ye and as influential as he is, being the influencer's influence, this is still entertainment. You know, because when we start to get into other realms, is he affecting politics? Is he affecting outside of the arena of music and art and production and entertainment?
Right. So, I mean, but let me just ask you, speaking of who he's affecting, do you feel like he's affecting North? Is he making another version of himself, you know what I'm saying, using North, or is he just letting her expand and be who she is? You know what I mean? Do you see Ye passing a torch? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely see him passing the torch to his daughter. He's still a man, and he still has a lot to do. He's still here, so he's not going to stop doing. He's a man. He's going to continue to create. He's a creator, so he's not going to stop creating. But he knows and he sees it in her that she wants that to whatever extent. But he still has to protect it, as much as he can, because he knows all the evils in it. You know, and that's your daughter. That's your baby. Mm-hmm. You know, you definitely want to protect her from all of this. Don't ever. You honestly, sorry, you wouldn't want her to be like her mother. Mm-hmm. You would want her to be better than her mother, just like you would want your sons to be better than you as a man, whatever the case may be. But I do see him passing the torch down to her, but I see him not forcing it.
Right.
Because it shouldn't be forced. She's still a child. Let her be a child. Let her live her childhood. Don't throw that Michael Jackson on her. You know what I mean?
I mean, how old is North?
Nobody knows. All of the teeny bopper things, more power to them for sure. Respect the children. I love the children. 12 to 14, 11 to 13, not a teenager, preteen. That's what I'll say.
I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, man, I think Ye got some good points, but I do feel the jealousy. I do feel some of the envy. You know, I feel like when he said what he said towards Kanye West, towards Kendrick Lamar specifically, it was in a point to where he has to big up his arch nemesis Drake to keep him up there so that he can destroy him. It kind of reminded me of Vegeta and Goku in a way. You know how Goku will always level up, you know what I'm saying, Super Saiyan 2, 3, 4, whatever, and then Vegeta would be like, Kakarot, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How did he you know what I'm saying? And it was like, he was like, nah, if anybody's gonna defeat him, it's gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the Prince of all Saiyans. So I feel like kind of like Ye got this whole little Vegeta syndrome thing going on, which in so many ways he's not wrong, because when you know the history, that empowers you a lot different than when people don't know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just with that, you know, I feel like he's on to something with what he be saying, his antics. I ain't gonna lie, I'm entertained. I'm here for it. I ain't worried about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not offended by none of it. And whatever clapback he gets, I mean, he ready for it. Yeah. So what am I offended for? That's what he be saying. That's what he was saying. You know, y'all can't even think like this. You know what I mean? This is for me. I can't even show y'all because y'all not on my level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not mad at him. I just like the fact that somebody going opposite of the grain. You know what I mean? Because that grain was running short. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely wasn't running our direction. So, I mean, with all that being said, or whatever, last question real quick. Do you think that Ye is doing all this shit for attention? Like for real? Like, is he doing all this for attention? Or is it like really something else that he trying to show us?
I think it's not all for attention. I think it's partially for attention, because anybody who's doing anything in this industry or in media, and then we live in a social media age, so he understands that salacious headlines are going to get the most views. It's going to get the most eyes, because that's all it was with the news, how they propagate everything. This happened in here, the fire, 80 people dead. You know what I mean? It's salacious. It's something that's going to pop out and make you pay attention to it. So he understands that very well, and he can market himself. So he knows exactly what to do to market himself, to be able to sell this, to keep the brand going, to be able to keep people entertained, because this is entertainment. I think he's still pushing the needle forward in that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's stopping. I don't think he's slowing down. I think going back to something you said earlier about the music.
Yeah.
I do think the music, he needs to tap back into the music, because I seen what he was doing with the Don that Did It Catch Me. I think the last thing with the music with Ye that caught me was really honestly The Life of Pablo, because then he put out a Ye, I think it was too, and that was cool. But I think the Life of Pablo was the last one where he was just fully in his Kanye bag. He was fully in that Ye bag, as far as just giving you all the elements of, you know what I mean? Ye, say some wild shit that's catchy, that's cool, that's flavorful, and he had all that. He really, he always had a foundation and a structure, and he kind of went back to a little bit of College Dropout that people didn't pay attention to. People didn't pay attention to that because he went back into that spirituality. Who did he have on there? And she was just singing. She did like 3 parts in there, and he did highlights and lowlights and the frequencies that he was using with, the 808s, and then he would have the background vocals with, I think, Yolanda Adams. You feel me? It was I think Life of Pablo is really slept on. But I think same thing. I think that's why he always goes back to with the Drake thing, is because he wants that arch nemesis. Kendrick comes in and is like, and he's like, "Come on, man, you stealing my shine. He's supposed to be mine." You feel me? But I think he's not bigger than Drake in the pop scene, I guess, but he's Ye. You feel me? He's the reason why people are still trying to up their level, because he always upped his level and has always created something new and made almost new genres within that were branched out from this hip hop shit. Excuse me. But yeah, I think he's gonna push the needle forward.
Can we expect it just from Drake and from Kanye towards Drake in the future? A Drake versus Kanye style rap battle beef?
I don't see it. I don't see it because Ye kind of hopped on the bandwagon. Now he's kind of contradicting himself with the Kanye shit, because he hopped on the what was it, Like That? The Like That remix, and they never wanted to put it out. So he was just like, okay, so yeah, I'm trying to. But now he's like, yeah, well, Drake, I feel you too, because I mean, it's entertainment. That's what people are failing to realize, you know.
We definitely need
so we need to build each other up. We need to continue to say each other's name, to keep going. You know what I mean?
Right.
And whatever the case may be, because Drake always shouted Ye out in interviews, and he would always throw little side jabs at him. People didn't catch. You feel me? The motto. What'd he say? My team good. We don't really need a mascot. That was that Kanye and the Bear thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, just he don't need no nemesis. Ye is the music, and people do the music. Ye is the music. That's one thing that he's like outside of the realm of this. But what I think he would want to go toe to toe with a Drake, I think the way they music lined up in the last like 3 to 4 5 albums, I think it's the same thing. They kind of went somewhere and then they started going somewhere else.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it didn't have as much gravity. It didn't have as much weight and pull to it. It didn't touch the heartstrings like that. But Drake in that Party album, as a little side note, is dope. What's gonna be next for Ye? What's his next dope?
No, we're not doing this right now. All right, y'all, man. We gonna get up out of here, man. My boy
Mighty.
Yeah, my boy Mighty, man. Your boy Swish, man. We up out of here, man. We gotta watch the rest of this Warriors game. But yeah, man. Thank you for everybody who subscribed, all 16 of y'all who watched the video last time. The 2 likes, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate the comments, good or bad. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that alert bell too, you know what I'm saying?
Notifications.
Yeah, so yeah, good. He good for now. We good?
Yeah, good.
All right, yeah, good, yo.
Yeah, great. Yeah, great. He's a billion. Hey, we still talking about him. That's all he needs. He needs the energy. He just needs the energy. This is
you good, bro. You good, man.
Always good. You good. You great.
We're gonna catch y'all next time, man. Too much talk.
Too much talk.
From the soil to the stream.
I was gonna say drip, 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 but that's not going. You know what I mean? Nah.
No.
Because I mean, soil to the stream, drip, drip, drip. Nah, you don't want to.
No.
It is.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
hey, y'all let us know what y'all like. The drip, 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 drip. All right, y'all. We gone.